From Neural Newscast, this is Deep Dive, exploring the moments that shape today.
Hello, I'm Oliver Grant.
And I'm Maya Kim. Today is March 6th, and we are going back to 1836, to a small mission in San Antonio that changed the map of North America forever.
Maya, the Battle of the Alamo is often remembered through the lens of legend. But the reality on this day in 1836 was a brutal culmination of system failure and tactical desperation. After a 13-day siege, Mexican General Santa Anna ordered the final assault before dawn.
It's a story of incredible resolve under pressure. You have roughly 200 defenders, including doctors, farmers, and even the famous frontiersman Davy Crockett, facing an army of over 1,000 Mexican soldiers. Co-commanders James Bowie and William Travis knew the odds, yet they refused to retreat.
Exactly. The fighting only lasted about 90 minutes once the North Wall was breached, but it was intense, hand-to-hand combat. By the time it was over, nearly all the defenders were dead. Santa Anna's refusal to take people who were incarcerated was a calculated move to crush the rebellion, but it had the exact opposite effect.
Right. Instead of breaking the Texan spirit, it galvanized it. Remember the Alamo became more than a slogan. It was a rallying cry for Sam Houston's forces. Just 6 weeks later, they defeated Santa Anna at San Jacinto and secured independence for Texas. It is a classic example of how a military defeat can become a narrative victory.
It's remarkable how institutions and movements often find their greatest strength in shared sacrifice, even when the initial planning was flawed. While we're discussing enduring legacies, Maya, we should shift to a figure born much earlier whose work has stood for over 5 centuries.
You must be thinking of Michelangelo. He was born on this day in 1475 in the village of Capres. It's hard to overstate his impact on art and medicine. His anatomical precision in sculptures like the David was centuries ahead of its time.
He was a master of navigating the complex power structures of the Renaissance. He worked under the Medici family and later for multiple popes. Think of the Sistine Chapel ceiling or the Last Judgment. He was constantly managing the demands of high-level patrons while trying to preserve his own artistic vision.
Yeah, and he lived to be 88, which was remarkable for the 16th century. He was still working on St. Peter's Basilica toward the end of his life. From the Pietà he finished in his early 20s to his final architectural works, his career was a marathon of creative output.
Staying with the theme of creative longevity, we also have 2 modern icons celebrating birthdays today, one who mastered the camera and another who mastered the court.
Oliver, I think Rob Reiner is such a fascinating example of career evolution. Many know him as Meathead from All in the Family, but then he stepped behind the camera and gave us The Princess Bride, When Harry Met Sally, and A Few Good Men.
That's remarkable. He has a knack for dissecting social structures and human relationships, whether through the satire of This Is Spinal Tap or the legal drama of A Few Good Men. He understands how to make institutional conflict feel deeply personal.
And then we have Shaquille O'Neal, born in 1972. Shaq wasn't just a basketball player. He was a physical phenomenon. 4 NBA championships, 3 Finals MVPs, and 15 All-Star selections. At 7'1" and over 300 pounds, he redefined what a center could do in the modern era.
He's also a case study in branding. He didn't just play the game, he built a commercial system around his personality. He transitioned from the court into business and broadcasting with a level of success few athletes ever achieve.
No way could we ignore the drive for innovation that brings us to our fact of the day. Long before the NBA or the film industry, people were looking for ways to protect their inventions in the new world.
Maya, this takes us back to March 6th, 1646. This was the day Joseph Jenkes received the first patent in North America from the General Court of Massachusetts. It wasn't for a high-tech gadget, but for a water-powered mill to manufacture scythes.
Scythes were essential for agriculture at the time, so a mill that could produce them efficiently was a major public health and economic benefit. It gave him an exclusive 14-year right to build those mills.
What's striking is that this was nearly 150 years before the first official United States patent was issued in 1790. It shows that even in the early colonial days, there was a recognized need for a formal system to incentivize innovation by protecting intellectual property.
It's a through line from 1646 to the modern patents that protect everything from medicine to the technology we're using to record this. Whether it's a scythe mill or a basketball brand, the impulse to protect one's creation is a constant in history.
From the fall of the Alamo to the birth of Renaissance art and the start of patent law, March 6th reminds us how individual actions can ripple through centuries.
It certainly does. I'm Maya Kim. To explore more of these historical connections, visit deepdive.neuralnewscast.com.
And I am Oliver Grant. Deep Dive is AI-assisted, human-reviewed. Explore history every day on Neural Newscast.
This has been Deep Dive on Neural Newscast, exploring the moments that shape today. Neural Newscast uses artificial intelligence in content creation, with human editorial review prior to publication. While we strive for factual, unbiased reporting, AI-assisted content may occasionally contain errors. Verify critical information with trusted sources. Learn more at neuralnewscast.com.